It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This Super Bowl, of course, is a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Come on, set. Red, black 40. Hut, hut.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd and 9 here.
Ready, red cross, 10, 60 red, 60 red. Hut, hut.
Up the middle they go. Fernandez. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Red, 38.
Here is Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. Touchdown, Carolina! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, come on. Set. Unlock line. Unlock line. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 41, here's second down and 8.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready. Ready.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Complete to Wright. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7. 13-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw, Young. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Third and long.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, they go with Brooks. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
He was brought down at the
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3.
fourth down.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. 10-3 the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll set up to throw. They'll get this out to Tootin. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I think for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never questioned in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 6. Let's go. Bronco 80.
He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Hunter. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Okay, ready?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. Drops it underneath for 2. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Mustang 19. 19, Tiger, 9, go.
Back to throw here. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he gets it down to the 32.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Fernandez. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. David Njoku from 17 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
17. Jaguars 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. Let's go now. Viking 18. Viking 18. Check. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 9.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
63 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Young. Room past the 35. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out of the gun, it's Young. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To the air once more, Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Liggett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Young now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Fernandez. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Brings up third and 13.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to win.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Could have gone for more.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go! Cowboy 80! Let's go!
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
Ready, run.
Tootin will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hut. 60. Hut.
On first down, it's Fernandez. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Wright's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Here is 3rd and 5.
Ready. Red. 38. Ready.
Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one too far in front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's kicked his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bashal Tootin with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Young will set to throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready. 45. White. Set.
They'll try the left side. Fernandez. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw, Young. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Young. This is caught by McMillan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Black, 94.
3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 and that final frame after this timeout. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fernandez. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
At the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fernandez. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Looking to throw, Young. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 32. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Ready?
They'll try it now with Brooks. That's a room to work. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Brooks. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Pause, ready. Ready.
They'll try to throw now. Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Fernandez. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ready. Set.
Throwing. Young. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, strike. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, 20.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here's 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Over the middle, complete. That's right. And he's brought down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st down.
5, 6. Let's go now. Red, 38. Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Fernandez. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Rail. Yep, black 40.
Now Young. Throw left side, complete. That's Brooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Here's Young. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready, ready.
Young to throw. They'll find the man here. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set. Hut.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down, goal to go.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try to run this one in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
31.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on, come on. Hey! Cougar 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
On the set.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's out of bounds to stop the clock. He gets it first, but just 10 seconds remaining. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. That is caught by Hunter. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
57-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Carolina Panthers. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.